What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and today I have a review of the Bandai Namco Ultra Action Figure Ultraman Zero. I don't know what they're calling this. It's an Ultraman Zero kind of deluxe set. He's got his mantle and he's got weapons, so this is a kind of a cool thing here. Really dig it. Kind of light packaging, but you know, it's in their cheaper line, so I would kind of expect that, but it does look pretty cool. This came out in January. I picked mine up at HLJ. You could check out HLJ.com for availability. The link is down below. Please help support the channel by clicking that link. But without any further ado, let's get to this review. Bandai's Ultraman Zero out of package. But first up, let's look at the accessories you do get with this Ultra Zero cloak set. Google translates, my friend. And this is the Dimensionizer. Looks pretty decent. If I could find it again. It looks pretty decent. Dimensionizer. I'm not going to try to put it in his hand, but, you know, it is a cool little thing with a decent little sculpt. But it's a little bit of paint. We get the Ultra Zero Lance, which is cool. Nice little metallic blue and red paint on there. And this one we could do this one. The other one just looked like it was gonna be annoying to hold. But there you go. That holds very nice. And then we get the Zero Twin Blade here. It's pretty cool. No paint on this, but the sculpt is all right. And we could bring them in again and close it around. You know, depending on how you close it, it might be good, it might not. You know, it doesn't have a really grippy hand, but you know, it has the articulated fingers, so it's gonna vary. And also, because this is getting to be annoying already, they made the eye sluggers, the Zero sluggers, removable, so he could grab and throw. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna end up losing these guys, I think. So this one especially just has fallen off a bunch already. So it's a cool idea. Just, you know, they're done in silver, they look good, but I'm a little bit scared that I'm gonna end up losing them. And finally, we got the Zero cloak here, which is, you know, basically the star of the show. There's excess glue on mine, so that's a thing. But you know, you could get it off, and then we could bring him in, put it on, and there goes one of the eye sluggers, of course. So yeah, these are cut so you could move his arms for articulation. They make a point of saying that on the back. Eye slugger, where'd you go? I don't know, we'll have to look for it in a second. But I do like how his cloak looks. It looks really nice. You know, nice black, blue, nice sculpt on it. Nice sculpt at the shoulders. You get the silver paint there. Yeah, it's cool. It's definitely cool. I definitely dig this, guys. Sweet. He looks awesome with it. Honestly, he really does. Yeah. I'm taking off the cloak and looking at the figure in full. First up, articulation. Head moves up and down, turns around. Nothing at the waist or chest. Hinge, swivel at the shoulder. Hinge, swivel at the, it's an elbow and then a bicep swivel. Oh, how about that? Swivel at the wrist, and then you got the finger articulation. Legs, split that much. Kicks forward, goes a little bit back. Hinge at the knee. And the feet are on ball joints. You know, it's the standard issue. These guys. Ultra Action Figures. And you know what? I believe this bicep swivel there. That's standard too. I don't know why I'm thinking it wasn't, but I'm pretty sure. And taking a look at Zero in full, because we haven't before in from the Ultra Action Figure line. It was actually the first, I believe it was the first release. I could be wrong. It was amongst the first releases, and I missed out on it. So I never did get the first Ultra Action figure of Ultraman Zero. And the only reason I did now is because the SHF one I have doesn't have the cloak. So I thought, you know, this would be a cool one to get for sure, because I'm not really double dipping anymore. Anywho, on the back, or at least trying not to, unless it's a character I really like, you do have screw holes, as always, and a severe lack of paint. But there is some sculpt work there. Then the legs look pretty good, except you have this excess blue paint that's slobbed on there, like a 7 or something. I don't know why, but it is. Then you got blue and silver going down here, which looks very, very nice. The rest of the leg is totally fine. And there goes an eye slugger again. Ugh. It's like you knock into it and it falls down. Anywho, feet look alright. The other eye slugger just came out. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this is what he looks like without them, so I actually don't think it looks that bad. Then these continue up here, and the designs are pretty good. I do like them. Very, very nicely done. Moving up to the chest. Looks pretty good. The timer looks very nice. The armor looks really good in silver. The armor looks really good. His little morpher thing there looks very nice too. This little dimension thing. You know, the straps are not painted on there, but, you know, it is what it is. You do have some red paint underneath there, which looks totally fine. And then the head sculpt again without the eye sluggers. Looks pretty good, but guess what you got? You got gold and silver, so silver and gold, because you got the gold eyes, and they look good. The green jewel in the middle looks very nice. The mouth looks pretty good. It's a really good, I gotta say, even without those, it does look, it looks the part still. That was good. I think that was a good idea, what they did there. The shape of it, so not bad. Proportions are pretty decent, as I feel all the Ultra Action figures are, which makes it a really good line to collect, you know what I'm saying? This and SHF, they really work well together. I think, you know, Bandai, you know, whether or not they, like, you know, actively coordinated that, I think it's great either way, because again, mixing and matching the lines is really cool and a great way to collect Ultraman figures and save some money. And for a size comparison, here is Ultraman Zero with a bunch of other Ultraman figures you might have in your collection, including another Ultra Action figure, some SHFs, including the SHF Ultraman Zero, an SHF Kaiju, an Ultra Monster DX Kaiju that I've never reviewed, that's in my backlog. But you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to check something out here. Hope the Ultra Action figure doesn't mind. But I was talking about mixing and matching, right? The lines. Can you mix and match the accessories? Why not? Right? Am I right, guys? I think that looks pretty cool. What do you guys think? That works. That works for me. Not that I'm gonna do that, but should I want to? Yeah. Why not? That looks awesome. That looks really, really good. So there you go. A little, this could be a little option part set for you for your Ultraman Zero, SHF Ultraman Zeros if you wanted to. And my final thoughts, eye sluggers falling out notwithstanding, I think this is a fine Ultraman Zero figure. The cloak is really cool, you know, like I said, it could be an option part set for your Ultraman Zero SHF if you want, you know. It's kind of a lot of really cool little items that you could use. So that alone kind of makes it worth it, but like I do think the figure is cool, and you know, to have him with the cloak, you know, standing alongside the regular version, it gives you another version of Ultraman Zero, which is nice without having to break the bank. You know what I'm saying? This costs less than the SHF Mantles does. So the whole set. I mean, you can't go wrong there. You know what I'm saying? So if you're interested in it, do check out my link to HLJ down below. Check out the availability of this, because it's totally worth getting. It's a really, really cool set. And I'm glad to see, you know, and I've said this a few times recently, more stuff coming with the Ultra Action figures. It just makes them even more valuable, in my opinion. And there you go. That's my review. Hope you dug it. Let me know your thoughts down below. And if you could please like, comment, subscribe, and share. Check me out on Facebook and Instagram. Stay safe. Till next time. Peace out, peeps.